Hello, lovely friends. Thank you so much for being here today. There's a magical firefly that came out of this painting today, and I'm playing with a really fun dual base. Oh, it was so much fun with these two colours together, and it created quite an unusual colour. And not only am I using this oxide black and gold, but I'm also using another dual base on the outside. So stay tuned to see how this turned out and how I blew it out, because when you see the black and gold here, you'd think it was mostly gold, but it was really interesting the colour that it created. Now you can see here these paints on the outside. Now this is a mix of my last pour, and there was extra Floetrol in it, so it was from the gradient Dutch pour that I did recently. There was more Floetrol and Liquitex gloss pouring medium in these two on the outside. And what I'm doing with my fingers now is I'm just playing and enjoying the colours and swirling it around. And I just love the fact that black is coming through. So interesting, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, it was so much fun to see it. And also, I worked out in the end that the base was very slightly thinner than the other colours, because there was more Floetrol and pouring medium on the fawny sort of colours on the outside. So if you want to see the colours I used for that, here they are, the Josonja range. So I used those with the Liquitex pouring medium and the Floetrol, and I just then used a few of them in this paint pour now, but with some other colours. So I'm using my hand just to really therapeutically move it across the canvas. You can see the paint moving across so nicely, just covering up all the gaps. There's so many different ways that you can cover your canvas, and I was really delicate with it to make sure that I covered all the sides, but also to get a feel of the paint and what it's like to have paint evenly spread. I really enjoyed this. This painting was totally unplanned, and I had no idea what was going to come out of it. At the end, I thought I could see a firefly, and it reminded me of being on holiday in Thailand for one of our celebration years, and it was just amazing there. We're in a national park in Krabi. It took us a day to get there, and it was so worth it. Every night we'd see the fireflies, and there was almost a slight glimmer of aquamarine and gold around them. So I was inspired by that at the end of this painting, but I didn't know it was going to happen. I had no idea when I was doing this. All I knew was at this point was that there wasn't quite enough colour coming through. So I got my trusty hairdryer and I decided to blow out from the centre. But before I did that, I wanted a bit more of a play, so I used the end of one of my paintbrushes just to glide it across. And this is how I experiment with things. I sort of use different tools, different mediums, and try them together. So as I'm experimenting, what I'm noticing is some of the gold is coming up, and I'm spreading it across the canvas, but I'm also noticing it could be better spread. So I got my hairdryer and I start to spread it, and you can see the gold coming through, and it's creating more of an interest, I think, in the base. So I'm just going to leave you now with the rest of the hair drying and the paint pouring, and I'll show you the colours that I use. And I'm going to use my cocktail sticks for a lovely swirl, and I'll come back towards the end to see what happened. Just hopping in to say there wasn't enough colour for me on the bottom of this Firefly today, so I decided to put in some more of the white and some more of the iridescent green blue. So enjoyed doing this painting today. It's acrylic pour painting. It's a Dutch pour. There's so many different ways that you can do a Dutch pour, and I just so enjoyed using my cocktail stick to do swirls. Now I have to do shout outs here for Kathy from Grandma Kathy's Art Venture, Kayleen and Darren from Venom Fluid Art, and Christy from Creations by Christy. For their swirls. They are people that I have watched in various videos, and I've just been mesmerised by how they've used their skewers and their cocktail sticks and all the different implements that are used to do swirls. There are other amazing artists as well that have used these cocktail sticks, but these are the people that come to mind straight away with this particular way of using it. So go and check out their channels. I'll mention them in the description. Thank you for inspiring me, guys. And I just was amazed by how this turned out. And for me, magical firefly came to mind. So I'd love to know what you thought and what you can see in this painting. I'll give you a bit of a close-up in a minute. And I've put the dried, cropped version on a different background so you can see what this painting might look like on a different coloured background. It's very hard to crop and to take pictures of a hexagonal painting, so I've given you a bit of a dried close-up. So here's the close-up with the little cells popping out. Isn't it a beauty with the background? I love the way that the dark and the gold is highlighting this firefly, this magical firefly. I'd love to know what you think and what you can see. So here are the cropped versions, the full hexagonal shape, cropped as best I could. So thank you so much for being here today. If you've liked what you've seen, please do subscribe. I really appreciate it. Your support and love mean the world. I hope you're having a lovely day and creating what you want to create in your world. I love hearing what you create. Thank you so much for being here. See you soon, I hope. Bye.